What's
You're
up,
good.
man? You want to go and get started?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, man. So so we got Chris Sarro. Let's jump right into the first question. So you're fighting Hector Lombard with George Masvidal's Gamebred FC coming up.
Yep, November 10th, Biloxi.
Okay. And so what's the backstory on this? How'd this start?
Where did it originate? Well, I guess my first interaction with Hector was he came up and introduced himself at the first Knuckle Mania the BKFC had put on. I can't remember if he had fought at that time or he was just trying to get into the promotion or something, but we met, everything was cordial. A year and a half later, I ended up moving. I'm up in Maine right now, but I moved from Maine down to South Beach, Miami. And I had connected with Hector. He was going to work with me, like train me. We were going to work together out of the Goat Shed, which is a big gym down in South Beach. And we planned a date and a time, and I flew down there, my girlfriend, and drive to the Goat Shed, and no Hector. And I talked with the coach. I'm like, hey, I'm supposed to meet Hector Lombard here, and they didn't get into it. Very professional. They were just like, yeah, it's not a surprise. And I was like, do you think he's going to show up? And he just kind of left me hanging, but it wasn't the end of the world. Miami is the Mecca for combat sports. There's a gym on every corner. So it didn't take long till I settled in and, found a good team, good gym. But yeah, that was my first, kind of okay, put a little X under his name. That's one strike. Everyone makes mistakes. I get it. And, but still, it wasn't the end of the world. We run into each other, a few events, you see each other there and, here and there. But then it's like 4 weeks ago, I'm in Miami at my gym down there, Fifth Street Gym. My whole team's there. They're doing a media day for the Junior Dos Santos Fabricio Verdum Gamebred fight that took place about a month ago. Gnarly card. If you haven't seen it, go look it up, watch that. This is the most violent legal combat sport on the planet right now. It's exciting. But they're doing a media day there with Junior Dos Santos in the ring, hitting pads, doing the thing. And Hector showed up fashionably late, and they were all talking to me at the time, like all the cameras and everyone was just kind of asking me questions when he walked into my gym and my home territory. But same thing. I don't have any problem. At that time, I was water under the bridge. That was 2 years prior that he had burnt me about training. And when he sees this, he'll probably the first time he remembers, like, oh yeah, we were supposed to do that. It's probably not a big deal to him. But he walks into the gym and they go, hey, Hector, hey, you know this guy? And they all kind of point to me. And Hector keeps walking straight, doesn't even make eye contact. He just goes, yeah, yes, I know him. And he kept on walking by like it was like a high school bully, just a dick move. And we all felt it. And and I make a joke in situations like that. I just make light of it because it takes a lot to get me across that line. So I instantly just turned to Dean Toole and I go, can I fight Hector? And just to make a joke at everyone laughing. He goes, MMA? And I was like, fuck yeah. And he goes, I'll talk with you. Because it wasn't time and place. We were there for Junior. And so I was asking, and of course I'm down, but I was asking kind of like a joke because he just kind of acted like a dick in front of everyone towards me. And then that was the seed that was how we kind of, it began there. I don't even think he heard that. He was still on Hector Mountain, somewhere between Mars and Jupiter. I don't think he even caught that was happening. So once the whole media thing had died down, I went up to him. And you know this, Hector, because I did it from you and from everyone. I go, Hector, what the fuck's your problem? Making light of it, but it's like, what the fuck, dude? Why you gotta act like that? I've never been that way towards you. And he goes, I don't have a fucking problem with you. If I have a fucking problem with you, I tell you I got a fucking problem with you. I got no problem with you. I go, okay, all right. but okay, if you say you don't, but I called him out there, if he had an issue with me, because there's nothing to happen since then, minus a couple funny videos online, and You know, got the contract signed, made the fight happen. But you know, so if there's anything he's manifested in his head, it's bullshit, because he was put on the spot right there in front of everyone. We were all looking down on him, waiting for his answer. He didn't have an answer. He didn't have a problem with me. So that's how I am. You know, I'm not a asshole confrontational type, but I'm all about confrontation. I was a doorman for 3 years in a small town. I'm all about it. There's no such thing as a uncomfortable situation to me. Yeah. So you know, a perfect opportunity right there. Someone acts like a dick, you know, ask him why he's being a dick. You know, and I guess there was no issue. So get back to Maine, and you know, after a couple of weeks of being back here, just reached out to Dean Toole, and yeah, you know, Dean just, it was all good news. Not like they had a contract ready. It was if I was the guest, they were going back and forth with Hector, making sure, you know, because I didn't realize Hector wasn't signed to Gamebred. In my brain, just him showing up that day, I assumed, oh, like that's why I said, can I fight Hector? I thought he was already with them. I didn't realize until like a few weeks being back here that they had the first sign Hector, you know, like, so this thing, we really did manifest this whole thing, made it happen. And yeah, so that's it with me and Hector. I mean, then he started putting these videos up, you know, I made a highlight reel. This was strategic. I won't get into why it was strategic, but I made a video when I came back here, highlight reel of my knockouts and of his knockouts. Like, and it puts him in a good light. Like, if you watch it, it's on my Instagram. It's a fucking sick video, you know, and it was purposely made to fire us both up, you know, but we knew that Hector would love it, because it just, hey, look at this video of me looking good, and reshare it. And then the whole world sees, well, the first half of the video is Chris Sarro. Are these two fighting? And, you know, I don't know if you put that together, or, you know, I don't know. But either way, that video kind of sparked the talk of everyone, you know, like I knew Dean said he brought it up, and we were already set to make a debut with Gamebred. So it was already like we were in talks with Dean Toole and the promotion. But the thing with fighting Hector, that all kind of happened naturally. You know, if he had turned and been, yes, I know, Chris, how's it going, man? I probably would have never popped the joke, can I fight Hector? And it never would have, you know, we wouldn't even be here right now. That's really where it all came. And so I think for him, because can't have a real problem with me. I've never been nothing but respectful. You know, the second you cross that line, leap over it right back. But until that point, I stay right even keel. So if anything, you know, it's selling the fight. People are seeing like, this ain't bullshit. I'm coming. It's not kill or be killed. This is just kill. I'm coming. Well, yeah, that shaped my life, man. So,
but no, yeah, based off everything you said and he said, I don't think, like you said, hopefully, you know, you guys squash the beef whenever you're done fighting. Hopefully it's nothing too crazy. He didn't really say too much. What did you watch the clip the other day I posted? He talked about,
he said something about my weight.
That was really I think that was the extent. I don't think he said that, I can remember. I don't think he said anything too bad other than that, but
means that he doesn't have anything, because that was all day long, everyone's coming at me like, what is he talking about? Because if you know anything about me, I treat the weight cut and making weight like a whole separate sport in itself. I don't miss weight. My thing is I like to pick which number I'll be. Like, I like to sometimes cut 2 more after cutting 35, because the insanity of it just boosts my confidence that much more. It reminds me that little bit more of like, yeah, I'm here for fucking one reason, you know, and I'm capable of whatever, you know. I'm all about the weight cut. I do not miss weight. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, okay, he really he's just trying doesn't have anything. So he's just trying to, you know, he's calling me a clown, calling him out. And, you know, I can't really get too mad about any of it, because he doesn't real, there's nothing. It just doesn't like I wouldn't either. Someone just wanting to fight me.
Yeah.
You know?
Now I'll say Tyron Woodley. He does not like Tyron Woodley. I think that's a.
Oh, he legit doesn't. But you know, there's not many people that don't like me. If they don't like me, it's because they've never met me at all, or don't know me personally at all. And he doesn't know me personally. But hold on one second. My puppy is humping my. Hey. You are too young. Sorry. This is Finn, everyone. and he's learning bad habits. And you don't let him do that either. So, anyways,
so let me ask this. So, are you currently signed with BKFC? I was going to ask if you were. How David Feldman, like, does he allow people going to Gamebred?
Yeah, I fought 6 times for BKFC, and I just finished the last fight on my contract, so free agent. Yeah.
Okay,
And
cool.
hey, just to throw this out there, they changed my life. They kept every promise. Dave and Nate, any promise, anything they ever told me that they were going to do for me, they did, or above and beyond. They're good people. That compared to whatever media or people that don't know them might say, they're stellar people, and you don't normally get that in that field. You tend to get people that are slimy, whatever kind of. That's not the case with Dave and Nate, and they're not paying me to say this. I'm not even, signed with them anymore. I'm signed with Gamebred, but no, there's been nothing but love. I still comment on BKFC things, and they comment right back. Like this.
Yeah.
I've always been, a business that I'm for the business wherever I'm at. So I showed them nothing but love. Never bad talk them. Never had a reason to. They helped. They did a lot of good things. Not on about them. I'm signed with Gamebred now, but one of my best friends, Mike Shorey, passed away from cancer during my last camp, and that's some heavy stuff, man. And I'll say it publicly because I haven't had a chance to, but they didn't do this. They did this in private. But Mike told me like a week before he passed away that Dave and Nate both sent him a significant amount of money, and they didn't.
Really?
With a media thing behind it and a press release, and because when you do that, you've already gotten your gift. It dilutes the whole deal. They did that in private, but I wanted to have this first time where I thought about make that be known for anyone that does have something bad to say about them. That was a solid good thing, and they did for a friend of mine, not someone who they knew personally. They were just following his story, I'd imagine. And so yeah, good people.
No, I mean, like I said, I've been to, and sorry about hearing your friend passing away. But other than that, like I said, I've been to a BKFC event, man. I like how everyone, it doesn't matter who you are, everybody kind of has a good view of the show at all their the venues.
Oh yeah.
But you go to a UFC fight, I mean, you know how it is. I mean, unless you spend a ton of money, you're kind of up in the nosebleeds.
Right. Yeah. You can go up to a BKFC event and spend bare minimum and have a blast just with the same people spending thousands. It's
for sure, man. You're right. Yeah, you're right there with everybody, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna bring this up. So, do you train with Junior Dos Santos? Are you guys training partners?
No, they just happened to pick my gym as the gym that they, Fifth Street Gym's a historical landmark down there in Miami. Muhammad Ali won his first world title for that gym, so they'll do commercials and TV shows. They like to film at that gym. It's nice textbook gym. So that was my first time meeting them. It's pretty cool. I grew up watching Hector.
Yeah, Hector for sure, man. Those guys they were badasses back in the day in the UFC.
All the fights before he got signed to Bellator, and then through Bellator, just because I'm a banger. I fucking love, just chin down, and I like making people fall funny when I hit him. And he's one of the only other guys in Josh Burns that when they hit people, they don't look like every other fucking right left hook. Yeah. They fall. When I hit someone and they go down, they fall funny. They don't fall like every other fucking person. They go down. Yeah. And so Hector had that same deal. Had it. Yeah. And so it's going to be unfortunate when he falls funny, but I don't do it on purpose. It just happens.
Where'd you get your nickname, Golden Gloves? Where'd that come from?
My first manager, I won the Northern New England Golden Gloves 2019, but the name comes from the fact that on both bloodlines, my father's father and my mother's father, both grandfathers were Golden Glove boxers, one New England and one New York Golden Gloves. And so I've wanted to win the Golden Glove since I was like 7 years old. My grandmother would tell me stories of my grandfather, and I thought you actually got gold gloves when I was a kid, but it's something that had been a conscious dream and a pursuit of mine since I was a young kid, and didn't stop until we made that happen. And turned pro right after. So gotcha. My first manager, and it's just stuck. I like it. I never thought I'd be able dog person. I got Jake over here. He's only almost 11 months, 10 months. And then his little brother here is 12 weeks. But they keep me calm, and they fly. Jake goes everywhere with me. Jake was ringside for my last fight at the Hard Rock.
Oh, really? Cool, man.
Or while I was fighting.
They didn't care. They let the dogs up there ringside.
I told him, I was like, this dog, he comes everywhere I go. And
That's
they're
cool,
like,
man. That's
yeah.
good. Hey, what about Mark Coleman? Is he was ringside with you, wasn't he?
Mark is yes, he's a great friend. Same thing. Like grew up, we all did watching the Hammer. He was in he's like like a brother to us all, but he was in Josh Burns' corner when I fought Josh Burns.
Yeah.
And then me and Josh, that's a whole nother story, but Josh is my best friend, number one. I'm there. If that dude was in Kazakhstan right now, called me, needed me, I'd be on the next flight, and vice versa. He's we started off hating each other, brutal and capable of hating anyone. I learned that was one of the biggest lessons I took away from that. We buried the hatchet just through nature took its course. And when you got two guys that are cut from the same cloth, a lot of times they do butt heads,
Yep.
And that's weird human quality that we have. But if you're a genuine person, transparent, like a real straight shooter, then when you have moments like that, you can tend to look past it, and you find more times than not that it creates a bond. And in our case, a real strong bond, because we both came to fucking kill that night, and he knows, and I know. I that was my first loss in 7 years. I was on a knockout streak for 7 years, and he knocked me off that pedestal, and it was one of the most valuable things, best things that ever happened to me was that loss. It changed my entire approach at everything. And Mark was in his corner, and so as we patched things up, me and Josh. It's like my family's his family's my family.
Yeah.
And so Mark just, I'd call Mark right now. He'd pick up. He got all week long. I'll get messages from Mark. Let's go, Sarro. Let's go. We're running stairs. This is fucking war. And that's even when I'm not in camp. That's just like on a day.
Cool, yeah, man. Hey, maybe in the future, me, you, and Mark Coleman and my co-host, maybe we could do a podcast together.
Oh, easy. Oh, absolutely.
So, like I said, we've been trying to get Mark on. We've reached out a few times. He said we'll do it eventually, but I don't want to keep blowing him up about it. So maybe
I'll get him. Well, we'll get there too. We'll get him.
Let's do it, man. Let's all do it. That'd be cool. We'll get you on there.
Yeah.
But I know you're busy. After your fight with Hector, let's do it. How about that?
Yeah, sounds good. It'd be a nice victory chat.
Sounds good, man. And what do you like to do in your free time? I was going to ask that before we go.
Dude, my free time, if it's not spent with my family and friends, my dogs, it's fitness and train. Like I don't have any other hobbies. Maybe shoot guns, blow things up, chop wood, hiking. I love swimming in the ocean. But everything is based around, either preparing my mind, prepping my body, nurturing my body, all for the greater purpose of combat. And, this has been my dream since I was 6, 7 years old. And I never daydreamed about anything else in class. I sat in class, and since 7, I can remember vividly sitting in class and being like, hold on, my neighbor wants to rev his. You guys almost got some good content there. I got these kids for neighbors, and they just love revving up their engines.
Where you
go meet her, please? Can you go out there, please?
You live in Florida? Are you in Florida?
I'm in Maine right now. Yeah.
Oh, man. Okay.
In South Beach in Maine. Whenever I need peace and quiet and nature, and obviously my son, my family, I'm here. This is home base.
I guess somebody followed Lexi here.
Can you hold on 1 second,
Yeah,
please?
you're good, man. No worries.
Sorry for that, guys.
Oh, you're good, man.
I apologize for that.
No, you're good, man. No, I was gonna say I'm in. I live in Kissimmee, Florida, right outside of Orlando. So I didn't know if you lived in Florida or not.
Yeah, so you're actually like in Florida. So you, because like South Beach is its own country, it feels like.
Yeah, I guess that's what they pretty much, man. You go down there, it's a whole different area.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm Central Florida, so eventually we want to move. I don't. We want to go. Like you've been to like Mexico Beach or any of those places up in the
Where's
Panhandle? It's
yeah, I've
it's
been over there.
it.
Nice.
I'm trying to say like Gainesville is probably about an hour from there. So
Yeah, very cool. It's peaceful over there, man. Peaceful. It's like I got a buddy that lives over there, lives on that side on the Panhandle, and it's just like it's weird. Florida's got so many different aspects to
yeah,
it.
for sure. South
And
Beach, like you said, South Beach can get a little hectic.
it,
Yeah,
it's
for sure, man. You're breaking up for.
yeah, South Beach is crazy, man. I don't. Can you hear me?
Now I can. Yeah. It was glitching for a minute.
Right on.
Cool,
My
man. Well,
my my student, her mother cooked me a cheeseburger, just delivered it.
okay, cool, man. Is there anything you want to add before we get off here?
Well, I'd like to first off just thank Dean Toole and Jorge Masvidal for giving us this opportunity. You know, it's the biggest purse of my life, biggest opportunity of my life. I'm taking it dead serious. You know, I'm coming into this thing in the best shape of my life. And I'm moving out of this apartment after this fight. It just flooded the other night, so it smells horrific in here. This whole fight's changing everything. So you guaranteed you're gonna get the best version of me. This is kill or be killed, and I'm coming for all the bennies. I'm very fucking excited. This entire card. It's the most mind blowing card. Dean Toole and everyone else, they went out of their way to make sure, Jason Knight, Randy Costa, Alex Nicholson, Dylan Kleckler, Roy Nelson, Alan Belcher. It's Brandon Davis. It's stacked with specific fighters that like to take risks, enjoy violence, and get crazy fucking knockouts. And the whole card is made up of it. I couldn't be more excited, not just honored, but like little kid excited. And when I'm like that, you get the best version of me. And this is MMA, so I'm excited to get to show all my weapons. So
sure.
November, Biloxi, you guys do not want to miss this. I'm telling you right now, you're going to see one hell of a fucking fight between me and Hector Lombard. And a whole night full of gnarly knockouts. There's going to be probably no decisions. And they're all going to be knockout of the night, fight of the night. They're going to have their hands full right there. But, this is I put 16 years of my life dedicated full time into this. I've lost 3 of my closest friends in this process. I've sacrificed everything. I don't have a social life. I have no privacy. I've got nothing. I've got my family, my friends, these 2 dogs right here, and these fuckers right here. So if anyone thinks I'm a clown or I'm a pushover, I'm gonna show you fucking November 10th. You're gonna learn what's up. You're gonna see exactly what hard work, perseverance, and consistency gets you. And it's gonna get my hand raised for sure. It's gonna be a beautiful night. So all my sponsors, Warpath, Rude Clothing, Wilkinson Title Agency, Patriot Homes, Richard Zareen, all you guys, VIP Nutrition, Hoodlum Clothing, Queen City Athletics, Titan Athletics up in Bangor, MMA Gym, Ed Davis, Devin Corson, Coach Jeremy, all you guys are prepping me in such a beautiful way. And I couldn't be more grateful for everyone I got in my life. God has blessed me left and right, man. And yeah, I can't wait. It's like a little less than 4 more weeks and I get to go get paid to do the most violent shit on the planet. And yeah, I couldn't be more excited. So I know there's a lot of conflicting things that were just said there, but that's how I feel.
Cool, man. Well, I appreciate it, Chris, and it's gonna be a hell of a show. So looking forward to it, man.
Right.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man. And like I said, we'll do it again. Me, you, Mark Coleman, and my co-host. How's that sound?
Oh, 100%. I'll make that happen.
Sounds good, man. Let's do it. All right. Good luck, man.
Thank you.